Welcome to Altcoin Era, where we dive deep into the world of cryptocurrency, uncovering hidden gems and the latest financial trends that can shape your future. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, our mission is to arm you with the knowledge and strategies you need to make informed decisions in the fast-paced crypto space. With expert analysis, proven strategies, and no-nonsense advice, we're here to help you turn the digital revolution into your advantage. Ready to unlock your potential? Hit that subscribe button and join the Altcoin Era journey today. This is Ahmed from Altcoin Era, and today we're diving deep into one of the most controversial and widely discussed cryptocurrencies of all time, XRP. There's no denying it. XRP has one of the most loyal and passionate communities in the entire crypto space. It's been at the center of debate, speculation, lawsuits, and extreme price predictions for over a decade. Let's break it all down. The technology, the use case, the hype, the facts, and what might come next. XRP is one of the oldest cryptocurrencies still standing today. Launched in 2012, it came out not long after Bitcoin and was among the first batch of altcoins to hit the scene, alongside the likes of Litecoin and Feathercoin. From day one, XRP had a mission: to improve the way the world moves money. Back in early 2010, global money transfers were dominated by swift and outdated, slow and expensive system. Ripple Labs saw the opportunity to build something faster, cheaper and more efficient. XRP would be the digital asset that powers this transformation, acting as a bridge currency for cross-border payments. Let's talk about some of the core strengths of XRP. First up, transaction speed. XRP is fast, really fast. We're talking settlements happening in just 3 to 5 seconds. Compare that to Bitcoin or Ethereum, where you might be waiting several minutes. Next, cost. XRP's transaction fees are incredibly low, fractions of a cent. It's one of the most affordable options for moving money around the crypto space. Then there's scalability. XRP can handle up to 1,500 transactions per second. That's way beyond what Bitcoin and Ethereum can do in their base forms. So if you need volume, XRP's got you covered. And don't forget about energy usage. XRP doesn't rely on energy-hungry mining. Instead, it uses a consensus protocol called the unique node list. Validators keep the network secure and efficient without all the power consumption. So in short, XRP was designed for enterprise-grade financial use. It's not necessarily built for DeFi or Web3 culture. It's here to tackle real-world financial challenges, and it's doing a great job at it. Ripple, the company behind XRP, has long had institutional ambitions. They aren't trying to be the next Ethereum or Solana. Instead, their goal is to replace the global remittance and settlement infrastructure. Think Western Union, Swift, and MoneyGram. RippleNet, powered by XRP, is their global payment network. It enables banks and financial institutions to send money across borders with near instant finality and minimal cost. Some of the most well-known partnerships include Bhutan's central bank, Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, Thailand's Siam Commercial Bank. However, and this is crucial, while these partnerships sound impressive, real-world usage on-chain remains very low. The volume of transactions involving these banks hasn't significantly moved the needle for XRP's price. That's worth keeping in mind. Let's talk numbers. Right now, XRP's market cap is sitting at around $130 billion. That's a solid position in the market. But wait, fully diluted market cap, a massive $232 billion. That's a big difference, and it shows just how much potential XRP has as it continues to grow. Now let's look at its yearly performance. We're up over 330%. That's huge, and it's no surprise when you consider all the bullish momentum surrounding XRP recently. Speaking of momentum, XRP just broke through a major resistance level. This was no small move. It's a multi-year pennant formation that's been building since 2017, and it happened not long after the SEC dropped its case against Ripple, which gave XRP a powerful narrative to ride on. But let's be realistic here. Some XRP holders are incredibly optimistic. You'll hear calls for $100, $200, even $1,000. But let's break that down. If XRP had the same market cap as Bitcoin at $1.9 trillion, then one XRP would be worth $33. That's a 14x from today's price. For XRP to reach $100, the total market cap would have to exceed $5.8 trillion. To reach $500, we're talking about $29 trillion. That's more than the GDP of the United States. Could that ever happen? Maybe in a very distant future where Ripple replaces Swift globally, crypto becomes the standard for remittances, and XRP dominates international finance. But right now, that vision is not yet realized. This is why extreme price targets often signal peak euphoria and, ironically, good moments to take profit. Looking at the charts, XRP has formed a distribution pattern at its current levels. This means smart money might be selling into strength while retail is buying the hype. This is only the second time in XRP's history that we've seen such large-scale sell walls in the order books. The first being during the 2017 blow-off top. So if you're just entering the market now, it's critical to exercise caution. The risk to reward ratio at these levels isn't favorable. That doesn't mean XRP can't go higher, but it means gains may be more limited compared to other opportunities. Now, while XRP itself might be sitting near a short-term top, that doesn't mean the opportunity is gone. In fact, there are some ecosystem tokens flying under the radar right now that are definitely worth keeping an eye on. Take Drop, for example. It's up 40% in just the last 24 hours, and over the past year, a massive 123% gain. Not bad for a lesser known project in the XRP ecosystem. Then there's Corium, or Core. It's got a market cap of around $91 million. And his big play is tokenizing real world assets, a trend that's gaining serious traction across the crypto space. Now, here's the thing. These smaller tokens often come with higher upside potential, especially since they're less crowded trades compared to something like XRP. But let's be honest, they also come with higher risk. So as always, do your own research before diving in. Unlock your edge. Join our private members for exclusive crypto insights, early altcoin picks, and market updates you won't find anywhere else. We're here to help you stay in the right side of markets. No hype, just real strategies that work. Spaces are limited. Apply now and level up your portfolio. This one definitely caught me off guard, and probably half the market too. Reports are surfacing that Ripple has made multiple offers to acquire Circle, the company behind USDC, the second largest stablecoin in the world. According to insiders, Ripple initially offered $5 billion to take over Circle, but Circle declined. So Ripple came back with a jaw-dropping counteroffer. $20 billion. Yes, $20 billion. At this point, it's clear. Ripple isn't playing checkers anymore. They're playing high-stakes Monopoly with a vision far beyond just payments. But here's the twist. Circle still said no. Why? Because they're focused on going public. They're preparing for a listing on the New York Stock Exchange and believe a valuation in the $4.5 billion range is more realistic for now. They wouldn't just be the leader in cross-border payments anymore. They'd effectively own the infrastructure behind one of the largest stablecoins in the market. That's massive. It would mark a strategic leap. XRP wouldn't just be part of the system. It would be the system. One of the best ways to gauge XRP's momentum, watch the XRP BTC pair. Why? Because it shows how XRP is performing relative to Bitcoin. Kind of like checking if it's just riding the market wave or actually leading the charge. Historically, XRP tends to move in short, explosive bursts. It will pump hard, outperform Bitcoin for a while, and then retrace just as aggressively. It's kind of its signature move. But here's the interesting part. Over the last 200 days, XRP has been quietly outperforming BTC. That's a good sign if you're looking for momentum to continue. Still, let's keep it real. Remember 2021? XRP had all the hype, but it didn't make a new all-time high, even when the rest of the market was flying. So while the setup looks promising, nothing is guaranteed. Past cycles can rhyme, but they don't always repeat exactly. All right, let's talk price targets, and specifically where I think XRP could realistically top out this cycle. Now, I'm not here to throw out some wild $100 call or scream moon just for clicks. Let's keep it grounded. Based on everything we've seen, the SEC case finally behind them, XRP regaining momentum, enterprise partnerships still in play, and the potential upside from ecosystem growth and strategic acquisitions. I think $6 is a reasonable peak target for XRP this cycle. That would put it at a new all-time high, but not something ridiculous or disconnected from market structure. It's about a 4-5x from current levels, which is solid, especially for a large cap asset. Could it go higher? Maybe, but that would probably require a massive wave of new liquidity, perfect macro conditions, and XRP taking a much bigger role in stablecoins or cross-border infrastructure than it has so far. So for now, $6 is my target. It's ambitious, but it's not fantasy. And if you're positioned well, that move alone can make a big difference, especially if you're also catching the smaller ecosystem plays around it. That's it for now, ladies and gents. I could have gone into more detail, but time is against us. In the next video, I'll be covering BNB, Solana, and a few of your favorite altcoins. Make sure to smash that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.